again my friends, emergency.
Hey, it's been a while since I saw my face. I haven't been doing so great, so I took a little break.
So a lot of people are saying some things about me that aren't quite true. Doesn't matter if it's true though.
Just as long as it's entertaining to you.
Twitch has an anti-Semitism problem. Host Hassan Piker. Arab good Jew bad. Challenge him to do better than this.
In this video, I just want to explain why I stopped watching H3 over the past few months. What made me go from a pretty big fan of the show to, I guess, what Ethan would call a fallen fan. I've always known Ethan had his shortcomings and I could usually look past them and still enjoy the show. But lately, it's been way too much. The hypocrisy and double standards have just piled up. So I figured, why not make a video about this to highlight what's been bothering me and why, after all these years, I've decided to stop supporting Ethan.
Why are people mad at me? I want someone, please, to explain it. Explain why you're mad at me. Go ahead. I'm dying. Please. Tell me why. I'd love to know why. If you are actually articulated why you're mad at me, it wouldn't make any sense. So I'm dying. Please write it. Not even disagreeing, frankly, just trying to have a conversation. So, in short, you know, suck my f***ing dick. Echo chamber. Echo chamber.
So Ethan has been on a crusade against several creators, including his former co-host Hassan, and recently he's criticized Hassan specifically for not watching the videos or addressing the points Ethan raised against him.
Been talking a lot about my former co-host Hassan Piker and leveling some pretty serious criticism against him. I knew that he wasn't going to take it well and wasn't going to respond to any of the points made. In fact, Hassan, I'm sad to say, did not watch any of it. He didn't watch a single point I made. Instead, he took to saying that I'm crazy.
But about a month ago, I recall Ethan having a meltdown over a video made about him from a smaller creator called North Star Radio. So let's see if Ethan watched it and how he responded to the points made in the video.
This dude, Comrade Casey, okay, he made a video about the end of Leftovers. I haven't watched the whole thing. It's long as fuck, and I generally don't like watching videos like this because it's usually depressing. Bring back the Ethan Klein channel. Bro, are you okay?
I mean, all jokes aside, I mean, clearly not. Like, I feel so of two minds about all this stuff. Because, like, obviously, you know, from a practical standpoint, these people, their level of obsession and harassment is a detriment to our lives. But, like, that's when you see under the mask and you see the person and just, like, there's obviously a lot going on.
I'm out of sympathy.
Yeah, I
fuck
get it.
Guy and
I don't.
fuck this guy forever.
You don't
with
need
the
to
cactus sideways.
I got you.
As you can see, instead of watching the video, Ethan's first reaction is to go through the creator's Reddit account and show his audience some of his old comments. I hope you are starting to understand my point, but again, here's Ethan a few days ago calling out Hassan.
Now, instead of actually addressing a single point, he stops it before he gets there. I hope it's clear to everybody just how bad faith this is right now and how desperately he's trying not to respond to any of the actual criticism that I've made.
But let's see, maybe Ethan will give this video one more chance. After all, he's the one that brought it up during the podcast.
Twitch streamer on the platform was blown.
Oh, hey guys, what's up? I'm North Star Commie Radio, and Ethan's a Zionist pig.
It's like Ethan hates me now.
It's like Charlie, but like not funny.
So yeah, 12 seconds in, and Ethan stops it to make a personal attack, and that's it. He won't show anything else from the video, and instead will go back to Reddit to comb through his comment history.
So anyway, this guy who made this video that's like super weird and biased towards Hassan and is like mega commie, tanky. So this guy looked into him.
So a video he hasn't watched is apparently super weird and biased towards Hassan, but of course Ethan doesn't have to watch or show the video. It's way more effective to just tell his audience that this guy is a communist, so his points don't matter. This is a classic Tim Pool move, by the way. So let's go back to Ethan's recent video calling out Hassan.
You can see there's layers and layers and layers of character assassination, propaganda, logical fallacies, and not one response to any of the points that I've actually made. And it seems obvious to me that he's trying to poison his audience against me.
Character assassination and not one response to the actual criticisms? I really wonder who would do that.
This fucking doughy white bitch is making content that is biased against me. And also, apparently, he hates Jewish people. Comrade Casey, you bitch-ass weirdo. You look like a weirdo. And I don't hate mustaches, but man, that's a weirdo mustache. So this guy looked into him. This guy who runs North Star Radio, Comrade Casey, they found his Reddit account. He's a big Hassan fan and clearly developed a deep hatred for Ethan and Hila since October 7th.
So he's made a video about Ethan that he hasn't watched because it's too long, but he took the time to look into him and read every comments this guy's ever posted, and that's what Ethan will focus on to debunk the video. Now here's Ethan, just a few days ago, complaining that Hassan should watch the videos he made about him instead of relying on his chat to tell him what was said in these videos.
He didn't watch any of it. He's basing this based on, like, I guess, chat. And, you know, it's like, what do you... Talk about it or don't, man. You know? Don't do this shit.
Let's see if Ethan would rely on other people to watch the videos for him, because I have a big problem with this next clip.
He made a video. I haven't watched the whole thing. It's long as fuck. And I think everybody noticed as they were watching through it, even Hassan, I think, commented on it, that this video is a little fucking weird.
Yeah.
You were... You mentioned you had watched it.
Yeah, I saw the whole thing. It is biased towards Hassan.
Even Hassan was getting like frustrated watching it, and he was confused, and he was like, "This is fucking weird."
Yeah, Hassan didn't like the video at all, from what I recall. He thought it was weird, and the more it went on, the more he kind of like disliked it.
I was so disappointed by the crew when I saw that. I don't know if it's just bad faith or if they also didn't really watch Hassan's reaction, but I will show you a clip of him talking about this video.
What is it? Oh, I gotta go. I gotta finish. I'll finish this tomorrow. I gotta do the podcast. Personal news wise, I ended the broadcast. We watched a YouTube video that was really good, and I highly recommend you guys check it out. It's by Comrade Casey in the chat, also known as, I believe, North Star Radio. Is that what it is? Is that what his YouTube name is? I forget.
Since we were talking about Hassan's chat, let's talk about it more, because that's one of the main point of criticism Ethan has. He thinks his chat should challenge him more.
It makes me sad that people in his audience let him get away with this types of like hand waving. And once again, if you're a Hassan fan, challenge him to do better than this. This is dishonest. And more than that, I'd like for him to just respond to one of the points I made, just directly.
The do better part of this statement is really important because we recently had a great example of Ethan being challenged by his own chat to do better.
Truly disgusting and disappointed in you and the crew. Do better! The crew! If you had a dog, y'all wouldn't have thought twice, but it was a cat and you don't care. Shut up, you fucking freak, weirdo, loser.
So following Ethan's logic, how does he react to his own audience when they try to hold him accountable? He often uses two techniques. Here's the first one. Also, here's a clip I found interesting from just a few days before they turned off comments on all their recent videos. It's just too good.
He also started turning off replies. Yeah.
Ooh, that's cringy.
Yeah.
Logan did?
Logan turned off replies.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know you lost.
Yep.
When you did that.
That's rough.
Yeah.
That's rough.
But apparently another problem Ethan has with Hassan is how he sometimes loses it and yells at his chat.
I fucking despise all of you, dude.
And you know, is it really cute the way that he like says crazy shit to his chat? I don't think it's really that cute. I don't know why people let him get away with that.
Now let's see how Ethan responded to the pushback from his chat the day after he made jokes about Aaron Bushnell, who set himself on fire in front of the Israeli embassy. And I want to remind you, the people in the live chat are all paying members.
Well, unless I'm misunderstanding, tell me why. I'd love to know why.
What I saw.
Because you made fun of him burning. Okay, dummy. I joke about all this shit every fucking day. And now all of a sudden you gotta get all bitched out? Like, give me a break, dude. You know, suck my fucking dick. Give me a fucking break. Look in the mirror, loser. You're the problem. You are the problem. You are. Fuck you. Fuck you people. So why are you expressing such dumb fucking thoughts in my chat? Go somewhere else. Like, seriously, if you're that sensitive. So give me a fucking break. Who's the problem? Scumbag. Scumbag. So you're a fake fucking fan. Fuck you. Get lost. I'm sick of it.
But maybe it's just the chat that is overly sensitive, right? Ethan is known to make edgy jokes and to make fun of all different groups of people. We call it goblin mode, and that's why people love him.
Go somewhere else. Like, seriously, if you're that sensitive, then you need to go the fuck away and go to a community that is going to just tell you everything you want to hear all the time and never make you feel uncomfy. There's plenty of them out there. Go. It's really annoying that, like, people just, they stand by, like, just waiting for any reason to call me. And by the way, why? Because I made one stupid, insensitive joke. If you can't deal with it, then, you know, you're a fucking hypocrite, because I make these jokes about all different topics, about all different sensitive things, about all different groups of people, every fucking show. And then when it lightly brushes on your shoulder, you freak the fuck out and you bitch and you cry and you go and you try to find any reason to, you know what I mean, to get angry.
After hearing all that, I wonder how Ethan would react if he was the subject of a joke. Like he said, he makes jokes about all different groups of people. He's a free speech absolutist after all.
It's a panel hosted by Frogan and 4 of her friends, in which they have a tier list where they rate people where good is Arab and bottom is loves Sabra. Sabra is a very popular hummus brand. I know in Israel, it's pretty much in everybody's refrigerator, and it's kosher. They're an American company, but they've been the subject of the pro-Palestine boycott. I mean, it's kind of just Arab good, Jew bad.
Ethan Klein.
I told you guys to clap.
This is a good reaction.
That was a good one.
We're very proud of you, Denims, for bringing anti-Semitism right on stage, and you guys are killing it. And may I point out here, Chevron, Capcom, and Samsung. Do you know that there is an Arab to Jew tier list happening in front of your sponsor?
This tier list isn't about being Jewish at all. Not only is one of the panelists Jewish, but in the Love Sabra category, people from all different races and religions were included alongside Ethan. It's more about not knowing much about Arabic culture and therefore eating shitty hummus.
What is it? Ramadan what?
Lena. Yeah, Ramadan Kareem or Ramadan Mubarak.
Bike?
Mubarak.
Oh,
Mubarak.
Mubarak.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You said it good.
What does it mean?
Mubarak Obama.
Happy Ramadan.
Mubarak Obama?
I want to address one last point in this video, and it's about the H3 Snark subreddit. For more than a year now, Ethan has been talking about it and saying how toxic this place is, how they promote harassment, doxing, stalking, and why it should be banned.
Because I believe these Snark subreddits on Reddit should be banned. It's literally fostering the most psychopathic. It encourages harassment, doxing, stalking. This is like, it's not as bad as jailbait, but it's like giving like, I have a feeling it's going to be banned, and then everyone will be like, that was insane. Why the fuck was that allowed on the website for so long? These people are literally fucking, it's cult behavior. I don't think they're allowed to like straight up brigade, so they're doing like a very loud dog whistle, being like, hey, let's put a compilation of Ethan. The whole Snark phenomenon is so pathetic that Reddit allows this shit to continue, because it feels like every Snark subreddit leans into like straight up psychopathy in terms of like the harassment and the intention to try to ruin somebody's life.
And one last time, let's go back to Ethan's reaction of the North Star radio video and how he uses his own subreddit when he faces criticism, even from a way smaller creator.
First of all, shout out to whoever did the ops on this. Lovely Callisto. Thank you. I made an Imager album of his H3 Snark posts in chronological order and sprinkled in a few of his cringy main subreddit posts too, along with it. So here's this fucking guy. Let's look at some of his greatest hits. He's also making fan covers and asking Ethan to bring back his personal channel. Grimace Shaken Fortnite folk cover.
How dare you, dude?
Well, guess what, bitch? I know who the fuck you are, and I'm gonna have a conversation about it. Let me take a look at this guy's channel.
Shouting out his fans for screenshotting every comment and collecting every information on this guy and showing everything live. How is this different from what Ethan says the snark sub is doing? I mean, it might be even worse because of the power of a channel as big as Ethan's.
Here's a post. I don't know. Was this the same investigator? By the way, I didn't even mention this guy, and he's like deleting his shit. You should be scared, you fucking scumbag.
Yes, he should be scared, because Ethan knows by doing that, he's sending his audience to harass this guy. Him and his crew know what their audience is capable of, even if Ethan plays dumb sometimes.
Well, I hope people don't hold us to the standard of what our community does.
Right.
What does our community do? I mean, you say that, but what do they do? Our community is fantastic. It's all
Okay.
love.
Yeah, no, that's true. Our
Name
community's
one
great.
thing.
They've never caused us any trouble by... I don't even want to go there.
Well, tell me and I can button it. Even if they did something silly, because I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm sure it was silly and harmless. If you're
Yes,
thinking of
definitely silly
something.
and harmless. That's what I'm referring to.
But it's not sending like fucking hate and death wishes to supposed friends. Anyway.
Ethan is a snarker. In fact, he's the ultimate snarker, weaponizing his audience to send massive hate waves and his crew to find intel on his enemies. By yelling at his chat when he gets any pushback, turning off comments, paying mods to heavily restrict what can be posted on his own subreddit, he's not letting any other place to have a nuanced conversation about his show or to present any criticism. He's been trying to portray the people who participate in this sub as stalker lunatics, but in reality, most of them are former big fans who are now disappointed in Ethan and were banned when they tried to express any pushback over the past year.
Oh, Comrade Casey just messaged me and said I'd appreciate not being talked about on the show.
Shut up, bitch! Talk about these nuts, motherfucker. You appreciate me not talking about you?
I just
Suck my
responded,
dick,
bruh.
bitch.
He said I'd appreciate not being talked about on the show, and I responded, bruh.
I bet
And
you
then I
would,
blocked him.
motherfucker. Sucks to be outed as a piece of shit, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Fuck you. How's that feel, Casey? I'm talking to you right now. Comrade Casey, we're not comrades anymore.
With all that being said, I know I won't change anyone's mind with this video, but if you felt the same way I did, just know you're not alone. In the past few weeks, all the other H3 fan channels I was in contact with for years, people who were as big of fans as I was, have told me they've also unsubscribed because of Ethan's hateful actions. That's it for this video. Take care and free Palestine.